There we
I
go.
thought you were doing the radio thing. I can do the radio thing.
Hey there, kids. I was actually doing the radio thing, but the audio hadn't started yet. But hey there, kids. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of DrawBomb. Here we are again. Don't mind the audio difficulties we're having here. We are just having some technical difficulties, but we are working on those right now. You could just hold tight, real tight, kiddos. But welcome. There we are. Welcome to another episode of DrawBomb. No, but hey, welcome. Here we are. Let me just turn the energy down 100%
really
now.
Come out of that immediately.
I hated doing it. I couldn't
You want to do a
imagine.
morning zoo type situation?
Hey there, welcome back. We have an accident on the freeway. Millions are dead. Millions are dead. On
were
this
there
accident
millions on the
on the freeway. It turns out it was an Independence Day situation. The aliens did attack the White House, and millions are dead, including potentially the president. We don't have word on the president yet, but as far as we know, the president. I shouldn't be saying that on the live stream.
That definitely, like, it might get us more views, but not from the people we want.
No. We got like 3 new NSA agents attached to us. Gonna boost our numbers
like you've been
up.
assigned.
And Homeland Security.
Leviathan Dunn says, I'm late. Well, you're
Okay.
not, because we're late. So,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's
Worked
fine.
out perfectly.
Welcome. My hair is so poofy right now. I look like I'm like out of an
Wow.
80s movie.
Look at all that volume.
Yeah, voluminous.
Love it. You need like a headband to go.
I
like,
do.
in it.
I need a headband, and I need like that outfit with like the leotard and like the like body.
You really need to pump that mustache up too.
Yeah, I
That
do.
mustache on a more intense caterpillar level.
You know, this is
headband.
as good as it's gonna get, this mustache. It just gets more in my, like, I just start eating it more, but I could shave the chin.
It doesn't get thicker, it just gets longer, right?
Exactly, yeah, it's not a good look. It starts to look real gross.
And you're in your 30s now, so it's not going to get
Hey,
fuller.
that's correct.
Hey, I'm not insulting you. I'm just
No,
saying.
I was just,
I'm just saying, like
I know.
in high school, I couldn't grow a beard, and now I have one.
yeah.
But you know, it's like there's some gradual stuff that goes on, but it doesn't go forever. It's not like by the time I'm 80, my whole face will be covered in hair.
Yeah.
I've
This-
reached my what I'm capable of, I would say.
I think this is as good as it's gonna get, unfortunately, for me, which is alright.
It's a good look. It looks
It's not.
good.
The
don't
thing
feel
is, it automatically grooms itself into this.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. It looks like you're doing it intentionally. So that's a good sign. A lot of people, they have to do a lot of effort to not look like just a weird patchy mess.
Yeah, and I get that. I
So
do kind of wish.
if yours just naturally grows in a good way, that's great.
I wish sideburns like were a thing. I wish this area had filled in at all.
Yeah, it does.
But I
nothing.
guess
That's
not in the
natural.
cards for me. Not in the cards.
That's you don't shave that at all. That's just naturally nothing. Oh yeah. Goatee is maximum.
That's it.
Wow, we got lots of people in the chat. We got Xenoots, we got Bell Rocket, we got Leviathan Den. Oh, and Zone Dog. Welcome back, Zone Dog.
Zone Dog also just subbed. They farted in our chat. They farted right in our mouths for 11 months. Thank you, Zone Dog. It says that it's not a
appreciate it.
streak though. If they had done it for like a streak, imagine how many months they could have given us money then.
Wow. I always like to imagine how much money my friends can give me.
Me too. Yeah. Zone Dog, who we know personally. Can you imagine like how weird it'll be one day when like somebody who like we don't know, like we just start getting money from people we've never heard of?
Have we gotten subs from people we don't know? I feel like
I've known
one
them
or two.
to some extent. Like I either know them or I know.
We've gotten a few stranger subs, but they were, you know, like one month maximum.
I
So,
guess that's true.
everybody learns from their mistakes. So
Yeah,
far.
they don't stick around.
No
They're
repeat.
like, oh, this.
No repeat.
And like we don't even have like the excuse of we just fell off of it. Like we're pretty consistent with our schedule.
I think a lot of channels stream more than once a day, which I'm not trying to pitch that again right now. I'm just saying
God,
I think
no.
that's a big part of it.
I think so. Yeah.
I hate that idea.
This is just so much work.
so much. I mean,
It's a schedule.
Clearly, we're working ourselves to the bone right now.
I'm working.
Well, I'm not saying this isn't work, but for me, it's more fun than work. Granted, I've given you the reins of all the production.
Well, I'm not calling this part work. I'm calling like the other stuff that I do.
Oh yeah, 100%. That
Work. That's the hard part. We gotta sell ourselves out.
Leviathan Den says, yeah.
You know, we could always join a stream team. I hear that's a thing. I don't know anything about what that involves, but so yeah, I don't know.
Talk. We are pretty self-deprecating. It's true.
I mean, our whole bit is like we just. I mean, what are we gonna do like if we actually ever get anybody? Like, what we're gonna like become a better show? Like, no, probably not.
Fight.
Uh-oh.
Fight.
Tried to go as long as I could.
Yeah. Once I heard you laugh, I was like, it's over. I started to smile. I started to crack a smile. You were very on the money with that reaction, by the way. It's good that you were ready for it.
Yours was good too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It helps that it's connected to my computer, so there's no lag.
Sure. If I would have been first, I would have messed it up. For sure, because you went first.
You were ready. Now that's opened an opportunity for somebody to test us, and now that I just said that, that's double opened up an opportunity for somebody to test us. I just want to test something.
Oh, hey, they don't need to test.
Yo.
By the way, we have those now, folks.
So much production value.
So much. I don't think I ever put an animation. I could swear I put in like a list of animations, maybe in Nightbot.
What's capable.
Yeah, no one knows how to get these different wonderful animations. And I also realized my screen is not properly set up for this show, so I gotta do that. Brandon, what is up with your life?
My life! Gosh, so many things. I've been working a lot. I know I feel like that's my answer every week, but unfortunately, it's the reality of the situation. A lot of working.
Right.
Working hard, playing hard. I've been playing some games on the stream lately. Actually, I was just doing it moments ago for some of you.
Yes, you were
there. Yeah, I've been playing some Resident Evil 4 on the stream, so that's fun.
How you liking the Resident Evils? The Residential Evils?
Residential Evil 4 VR is pretty great because it's... I've been wanting to replay it, but I just couldn't really bring myself to kind of play the out.
It's not that dated. It's not like a crazy...
I know, but I tried to play it. I tried to play it like a few months before I got it on VR, and I was just like, I don't think I can do it. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So
many people are so... You can't enjoy the classics.
I can enjoy most classics. There's like a cutoff where they're still figuring out like 3D and like
the Super Mario 64 you wouldn't play again.
No, Nintendo's always pretty much been on the ball pretty well.
No, you shouldn't, because the camera in that game is garbage.
That's true.
No, but it's still a good game. Actually, no, the answer is still yes, though.
I don't know. There's something with like early 3D that's difficult, and Resident Evil 4 is not that early, I suppose. That was like PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it was late PlayStation 2. It was
I'm like a bear that was in the circus, and then you're trying to release me into the wild. I can't go back. I'll die out there.
They're too used to the new games.
Anyways,
that's my bear noise.
I was gonna replay it, and I started to replay it, and I kind of fell out of it, and then this came out, and this has been a fun way to replay it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's like superior to the original, but it's just a fun version of it.
Yeah. It's a fun new way to experience it.
Yeah.
So that's what you've been up to as of late.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really too new. Just a lot of working, planning wedding stuff. I feel like is an answer all the time. That's not very interesting either. But
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking bored of your wedding, man. You gotta stop talking about it, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm not able to go do fun things because I'm saving money for it, and I spend all my time planning things for it. So it's kind of on the topic of discussion right now for me.
Look, man, all I'm saying is it's okay. It's actually okay, because you know what? It's good that you're getting married. I think it's good.
Probably good. I'm excited about it.
I'm glad you are. I'm excited about it too.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting watching you play VR, because it's so close to reality. But it's also so there's like all these fun little details like that don't matter. Like it doesn't stop cracking me up how you like fairy boop. All the barrels
shooting guns
with your
and
knife.
things, like you're not gonna fully like get into it. I mean, you could, but I don't. So like if you chop something, you're like a lot of like wrist flicks, things that should be like that are normally played off very like intense.
You're like,
it's just like chop when you shoot guys, like pew pew pew.
Yeah, you're like going like bloop, bloop, bloop. You're like shooting upside down for no reason because like the laser
there's
sight's
guys with
there.
like shields, and I'm just like
Yeah,
pointing down at them.
it's very funny to watch. Just like it's funny. Just the gaps between digital and real life are always so fun because they produce the most intriguing. It's like watching, those like bloopers, or not bloopers, that's not, but like those glitches.
Yeah, I know those bloopers.
You know those bloopers? No, those glitches in like the super realistic baseball games. So like the graphics in like the sports games have gotten really good because they're like rendering always like very specific things. So it's just like a matter of like they've honed in on like rendering these specific things, like people, this field, a crowd. That's all we have to render, and weather maybe. And
Baseball.
Baseball.
One baseball.
We're not rendering like, oh, now you go into a shop and then you buy baseball bats. No, we're rendering baseball.
Only one baseball needs to be on screen at a time. We don't need to render multiple baseballs.
Yeah, and so like the graphics are insane for these games, and like they're honestly like they're like usually the tech demos for like clothing wrinkle engines and things like that. And then like all of a sudden like a glitch will happen and like a dude's face will just go like and then it's just like
close to their face and you see their eyes and their teeth like floating inside their head.
Yeah, or like they'll like start falling through the ground and stuff like that, and it's just like watching. It's because the graphics are so good, like it's like before you know it's a video game, like the moment you like watch, if you just like come across a gif of it in the wild and you haven't quite like put together that you're watching like a gif from a video game, it's like you're watching Reality Break, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's kind of like what I've been watching a lot of like VFX videos of like, oh hey, check it out, it's like a rock, but the rock is also taking a poop, and the poop is cactuses or some shit like that. And I like watching those because it's like, wow, we can just simulate all this crazy shit with our computers nowadays. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just try and break reality. I don't know. It's very fun to watch that sort of stuff.
Simulation after all, so.
That's right, yeah. The Matrix is upon us. Mr. Smee.
We're not in a simulation because they haven't gone like, yeah, a lot of bad shit happens to us, but they haven't like gone like crazy yet.
Yeah, they haven't like unleashed the salamander.
Exactly. I was trying to think of some equivalent to like the end of when you get bored of your Sim City file.
The salamander.
They haven't like made a giant hole that everybody, like the whole town.
Yeah, even the Large Hadron Collider didn't make a giant hole, so like.
Yeah, so I don't know. But somebody would inevitably get bored and try some extra weird shit.
Yeah.
If there's weird shit, in our world, but not like reality breaking stuff.
Like, no one's modded us yet.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe they have, and this is just the official. This is the vanilla release.
Oh my
The
god.
modded version is super weird.
We're still in beta. So speaking of games and stuff, I've been playing the Evil Dead game.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. I forgot.
Well, you should ask me about it.
Hey, you've been playing the Evil Dead game, have you not?
Yeah. I was just talking about it. Why did you fucking interrupt me? So the Evil Dead game is fun. I was in a conversation. Oh, whoa! I just did a thing. I guess. Hold on. Pressed a button on my tablet, and now things are all wacky. There we go. Fixed. Okay. Somebody was kind enough to purchase the Evil Dead game for me. Completely out of nowhere. I was very surprised. Because they wanted to play it with me. And so I've been playing it, and I like it a lot. I think it's fun.
Cool. I was hoping it'd be good. I purposely avoided it because Evil Dead has a big there's a big spot in my heart for Evil Dead. I love it. All the movies and shows and everything related to it. So I was like, this game's gonna suck, and now it's gonna make me sad. So I'm just gonna pretend like it doesn't exist. And then now people have been saying it's actually pretty good. So that's great news.
Yeah. Do you have such a space in Evil Dead in your heart because of Michigan?
No. No, that has nothing to do with it.
I know.
Well, I know, but some people are that way. I mean, if you go to a concert, there's, the guy leading the show is like, Michigan has the best audience, am I right? Everybody's like, yeah. Wow, he's mentioned us.
He said we're the best audience. You guys, we did it.
We're better than everywhere else in the world. Amazing.
We did it. We fucking conquered Shelbyville.
I mean, Journey has a song that mentions Detroit like one time, and people here are psyched about it. They bring like it's not even a song about
Detroit.
It's not even a song about Michigan or Detroit. They just say the word Detroit one time and then move on, and people are like, they mentioned us.
What's even like here? Like, I mean, I was gonna. You know what? No, that joke is even. I was gonna say something so stupid, and I'm just like, no, that's too. It's too. I was gonna say we've all heard of Detroit, but like, what about E-Troit, F-Troit, or G-Troit?
Should go to Detroit and do that as your stand-up bit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure, they'd love it.
Oh God. I like was about to say it, and I was like, no. But then like it just created this weird pause, so I was like, oh, I have to say it now. RoboCop, huh? How about it?
Yep. We got that going for us.
Eminem, 8 Mile.
Right. A lot of musicians and actors from Detroit.
That's true.
But they're not here anymore, except for Eminem and Kid Rock. They decided to stay. Kid Rock can go.
Yeah, well, Kid Rock, he grew up in a mansion in Detroit.
Right, yeah, no, he was never on hard times. He chose to dress and act that way.
Yeah. Which is honestly just the worst.
He is the worst.
The worst. The worst.
What layer did I draw everything on? I can't find it.
I kind of drew everything on weird layers this time around too.
I made a mistake.
I noticed that you gave the guy an exceptionally like terrible apartment. Is that because are you making some kind of statement about how we use VR to deny our reality of our situations, which may be substandard at best in today's modern dystopia?
Yes.
What? That's like derivative.
Oh, I drew it all on title. That's a dumb place to do that. What the hell's wrong with you, me?
I do that all. I frequently draw on the our title layer. Hey folks, here's our layers in order from top to bottom. Title, Title 2, Top 1, and fan favorite, Top 1.2. Top 2.
Tell them about the secret layers.
Ian 1. Ian 2, which there is a secret layer underneath, which is where we hide all the bodies. Ian 3. Chaps 1. Chaps 2. Chaps 3. Chaps 4, which is a secret layer, which is a layer that we also keep in this hidden layer under Ian 2. Guest 3. Guest 2. Guest 1. We put the guest layers in reverse just to confuse anybody who we bring on the show. And then last but not least, BG1, BG2, and BG3. Now you have peeked behind the curtain of the DrawBomb show, and I hope you feel more enriched about your day and can go about your day with this knowledge, feeling ever so more secure in your standing in life. Thank you. Wow.
That was really something.
Zone Dog says, what was the order again? Well,
All right.
Title 1. No, no. No, thank you.
You stink!
Fair. You're like, don't hold out on us. Read it again.
They want you to play the greatest hits.
They do. Should I talk about the Evil Dead game at all? Like, even a little bit? Should I like, describe it?
yeah.
Do we care? Do we give a shit?
I'm curious, like, in general. I don't know if it's good
You
for
fucking
the
care
stream,
at
but
all?
I'm interested.
All right, I'll talk. I mean, I don't care. I don't care about anybody watching.
You have to
Like,
go, like, super in depth, but tell me a little bit about it. So I know it's kind of like, I've heard it compared to Left 4 Dead, and I've heard it compared to, like, Dead by Daylight.
so you could call it Left 4 Dead by Daylight, but I like to call it Left 4 Dead by Dawn, or Left 4 I'm Dead Before Dawn. But it's actually it's not even very much like Left 4 Dead. It's like it's like something else. I don't know. But what it is you're just kind of like you're 4 characters and you each can be a different class, and the classes have different abilities, which you can level up like from like experience that you gain between matches, which is what's the most like Dead by Daylight. And then so basically like each round starts and you start empty-handed, although once you level up certain characters you'll start with like a weapon sometimes. And you go searching in the houses nearby for weapons and like pickups that you can use, like health and like a shield and things like that.
Like you would in a kind of a battle royale type situation.
Yeah, very battle royale-esque. And like the weapons have rankings, like in a battle, like in Apex, where it's like, oh, like normals are gray, better than normal is blue, then there's purple, and then there's gold, which is legendary. Which
What
is the
other
final
colors are there?
Those are all the colors. If you want me, I can start over again, or I can read the layers again. Title 2, top 1. No, but and then like once you feel like you've appropriately stocked up as much as you can in like your area, the game tells you where all like these map pieces are, and then you have to travel across the map wherever it is. Sometimes the map pieces are close, sometimes they're far away. It's kind of luck of the draw. And you get the map pieces, and then once you get the map pieces, you go and you get like these 2 items that turn on like a horde mode sort of situation before you like finish getting these items. And then once you finish the horde mode, then you do like this little dinky boss fight where you like fight these enemies who are constantly spawning and attacking you while you're like taking on these hooded figure things with like electricity from a Kandarian dagger.
I've watched a little bit of it on Twitch, and yeah, I was just, is it, what parts do you like, what parts don't you like?
So what I do like is most of it. It's very pretty. It's only 10 gigabytes. Hold on. Also, I want to read the chat in just a moment. But anyways, it's 10 gigabytes, so it's a quick download. It's very pretty. It runs well. It's fun. And even though you're like, it's like a PvP sort of game, but not quite, because you are, like, I'm not like a big PvP guy. I'm much more into co-op. But this game, you are facing somebody, but it's also co-op, and like you're not like directly facing like another player like a first-person shooter. You're like facing their enemies that they send after you in like these boss fights, and like they can possess and like control certain enemies and like, you know, things like that. It's fun. So it's fun. So I like it. I like the concept. I like the game. The only things I'm not a fan of are it's sort of lacking in variety. There's a couple maps. It's one type of gameplay, and like the locations, like aside from like the map pieces, the locations don't seem to like change too much. And there's like 3 types of enemy types to deal with per enemy. So there's like there's 3 enemy types per faction, and you deal with 1 faction per game, and there's 3 factions. So there's like 9 enemies that you're fighting. Maybe like some of them look different visually, but they like function the same. And that's it. So like there is a bit of a lack of variety in the game, and I can't confirm this. I think it's by the people who made the Friday the 13th game, or the not the
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and like that game was getting, I think, updates with like content as time went on, and the only reason they actually stopped making that game is because they got shut down by whoever owned Friday the 13th property. So I think this one's made by the same people. I'm actually gonna go confirm that right now. But while we're doing that, I'm just gonna confirm if there's gonna be like updates or if there's plans. Just because it's a little late on the content. I mean, it's a $40 game, which in this day and age is cheap, unfortunately. That's just the reality of the day. But what's there is good, and also, like, since it is like a sort of PvP-esque game, that gives it a bit of variety, because you are dealing with, like you know, different players play different ways. So there's that, you know. You're not always going to have the same experience because you are playing against like a person who's going to use
friends, which is fun too.
Yeah, which is fun, and it's fun to just blast away at the enemies and stuff, especially like leveling up. There's like, you level up very slowly. That's another complaint. I don't have any confirmation about. I'm looking up Saber Interactive.
Meanwhile, in the comments,
yes, please.
Double Rocket says, "Don't know about anyone else, but I'm here to listen to you talk. I mean, like, I sure ain't here for art." And Leviathan Dan agrees.
Oh, that's great.
And it hurts. It hurts, guys.
Yeah.
You say these things and you think you're
DrawBomb.
funny, but you don't think about the fact that we are people who put our heart out on our sleeves.
That's right.
Week after week. And then you just shit on it.
How dare you? So they can get fucked. Am I right?
Yeah, but also thanks for subscribing, Leviathan Den. You're great.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you both for supporting us through this whole thing. Really appreciate it. So yeah, the game is fun. I like it. Lack of content. Oh yeah, there's also like these jump scares in the game, and like for the most part they're okay, but there's one in particular where it's like a HUD jump scare where like it takes over your
I saw that where
HUD.
it's like a PNG.
Yeah.
It's like on the screen like it's like a flat image, and it's like, that's weird.
And I hate it. I've gotten like more used to it, so I don't know, maybe like by the time I like am more leveled up in the game, I'll be like a boss of jump scares and nothing will faze me anymore, and I'd be okay with that because I hate jump scares, but I hate that they get me, even if I know they're coming. But I hate jump scares. Do you like jump scares? Let's stop talking about this fucking game. Do you like jump scares? Do you hate jump scares?
I
just got jump scared.
Ian, are you okay? Ian. Ian.
Hey.
Oh God. I think you killed him.
Hey.
Now there's gonna be no talking on the show.
Hey.
Oh, he's saying something. What, Ian? What?
Yeah.
Don't swallow your tongue.
Hey.
What did you see? Where did you go?
Oh fuck, are we recording? Just threw up.
Oh. Is that against TOS? Are you allowed to throw up?
I don't know.
It seems like that'd be a rude thing to be like, sorry, that bodily... Well, I guess a lot of bodily functions are illegal.
Yeah, is shitting against TOS?
Yeah,
It is though, we've confirmed. In the past, we have confirmed.
Yeah, that was, that's how we got banned last time.
Yep.
God, Goliath's Den says, that's real nice, Brandon. Now more talk, less draw. Yes, sir.
So jump scares. Do you like them?
Yeah. I do and I don't. It feels cheap, but sometimes they're really funny when you get got. Like, I like to be scared.
Yeah, I like being scared.
Sometimes when someone scares me, a jump scare is still scary. It's just like a different type. It's like somebody popping out.
Yeah, I don't like it though. I don't like it.
It's not like I'm like, yay, I'm glad that happened, but also like it usually results in me laughing after someone successfully jump scares me. If it happens a lot, I'm
you're
annoyed.
like a baby who's just been peekabooed. You like get peekabooed and you're like.
That's how I laugh too. And then I shit myself.
Yeah, or throw up.
Yeah, at the same time. But I think it's fun when there's like one or two, but I don't want a lot. I don't want a lot of jump scares. I wouldn't play something that's like 100% jump scare. That seems
like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't play it. I might give that a try, but that's not fun. That's not as fun for me. I like scary games that like have a lot of tension and suspense and like
atmospheric.
The setting is scary. Yeah, exactly. But just jump scares like by themselves is like it feels cheap, but I still enjoy maybe like one.
Huh.
You just don't like it, you're mad.
Yeah, I don't like any. I don't like them at all. I'm not a fan. I think it's rude. I think it's very rude. My ex used
some are cheaper than others. Some are like they just like turn up the volume and then it's just somebody like doing something unrelated to the scene that's like scares you, like like you're in a suspenseful scene and all of a sudden just like a hard cut to like some guy with a hammer like putting a nail in and it's just like fuck, like, and they do it like to be rude, but that's dumb and cheap. But like in real life, if something pops out at you, you're going to be scared.
Yeah.
So if it's like fitting to the scene, then I'm okay with it, I think. If it's like something coming at you and it's not just like a cheap, if it's something that feels useful to what's happening versus just being like a cheap way to get you to jump.
If there's like a it's like music. Like sometimes there's diegetic music and then sometimes there's non-diegetic music, and you would prefer if the jump scares were diegetic, aka they fit inside the universe.
I want them to be not gratuitous jump scares. I want them to be something useful to the story or what. Yeah, exactly. Earn your jump scares. You're allowed to scare me in a cheap way as long as it's not just like you taking advantage of the fact that I'm watching something loud.
So I think I have some ideas for what are jump scares that feel unearned to you. Character turns around and then somebody's there and then they play a like very loud.
Yeah, if it's just the noise, that's a little bit cheap.
Like, you could jump scare me with the person being there. Like, that's cool. But, like, if you
Yeah.
add, like, a loud noise...
Here's
Rude.
one they love to do. Someone is, like, going into a room and they're looking around waiting for something to happen, and you're waiting for something to happen, and then, like, a fucking bird flies at you, or, like, a rodent comes shooting at... Like a possum, like, launches out of, like, a thing, and then... That seems cheap, because that was the bird's only scene in the movie. They're not a character in that film.
Yeah. There's one in this... So, the movie Sinister is a movie that I'm gonna admit has some faults, as in most of the movie. I like it a lot, but like because I like the premise and I like the scene where it like really executes on the premise in like the best way, in my opinion. And then like the rest of the movie is honestly kind of terrible.
Yeah.
But the premise and then the scene where like, so like the premise is like it's a guy, he moves into a place that like a murder happened, and then he finds a bunch of films of other families getting murdered in their entirety in like his basement. So he like finds a bunch of snuff films, and like that's terrifying. You move into a house and you find a bunch of snuff films in the basement, and then like, you know, the scene where he watches the snuff films is so well done. But to cap the scene off, there's like a scene where like all the violence in the murder scenes is for the most part implied. I mean, you like watch people drown, or you see some people get like their like throats slit, but it's nothing like insanely gratuitously violent like the sequel does. But the final scene is like, it's a film titled Lawnmower. So you can sort of assume how the family gets murdered in that scene. But you don't see the lawnmower murdering the scene. You see the family like happy and enjoying like a Christmas together. And then you see like the garage, like whoever's like holding the camera going into the garage, getting the lawnmower at night. And then you see like the lawnmower going across the lawn. And then like you see like in the film like 3 frames maybe of like a body on the ground as the lawnmower approaches. And then it cuts to Ethan Hawke, the main character, reacting, going like, ah, like, you know, like he's like seeing a horrific like image, like he would be seeing.
Was like all our faces when we got sent a shock video in the 2000s.
Exactly. But at that exact same moment, they play a sound that basically goes like, but like digitally altered and like made to be like loud and like terrifying. And it's like the rudest jump scare. And like up until that moment, the scenes were all like great and like disturbing, but not like over the top and like creep. And like they have like this awesome like ambient sound effect that's happening. And then like, you know, and like they you know, end the scene by having like a giant zombie noise jump scare, and then the rest of the movie just falls apart because it turns out that the the literal boogeyman is involved, and it's I don't like it how it ends, but like that scene it started out so promising, and I'm not even mad about the jump scare in that.
Endings are tough. Seems like they're always bad.
Movie endings are very tough, especially horror, because
especially horror. Because you're building suspense the whole time. It's like a gradual climb.
Yeah.
And so you need like satisfaction at the end.
You need a satisfaction, huge, like, but then you also need to decide
progression
like
in suspense.
But you also need to decide like, do I give the audience a break, or do I do like the classic "the horror's not over yet" ending? You know?
Right.
Because if it's a horror movie, like a true horror movie, like makes you scared even after you've left the theater. Like some movies will end.
Right.
And it's like,
if you're doing a good job, you are playing off of what's like people's fears that they already have, regardless of the movie. You're like letting their imagination do a lot of the work, but that's very hard to do too.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite horror movie?
Real quick, Bubba Rocket says, and this is, I totally agree with this. I love this. The specific sort of scare that I like, and it's when you see something disturbing out of middle focus and it makes your stomach drop. I love when they do that. When like you've been looking at the scary thing for like a while, a few like maybe like 10-30 seconds, and you didn't know it was there until the camera's like kind of gives a little nudge, like, hey, and you're like, oh fuck, it's been there the whole time.
I do love that.
There's some movies that have done that really well.
I like being jump scared without sound, because most of the time people are like without I like being jump
It's
scared.
hard for something to just pop into frame and scare you without making a noise. It's just like
No, but I don't want to pop into frame either. I want a jump scare. I want the jump scare to be like you can jump scare yourself, you know. Like if there was like if I had like
turn around
sneakily
and
put
someone's standing there.
yeah, like if I had sneakily put like a face in the background of me this whole time and you didn't notice, and then I pointed it, and then you look and it's like a really creepy face, you jump scare yourself, but it was there the whole time. I love that.
That's one that like Double Rocket's talking about, and I love that. There's some movies I've seen that do it really well. I didn't think the movie was that fantastic, but there's The Woman in Black, which is like a Daniel Radcliffe movie, but like all the scares are those. It's just like they keep doing this thing where there's like something in the frame that you just haven't noticed, and then all of a sudden it's just like slightly moves, and you're like, oh fuck. The Grudge did it a few times. There's this scene in the beginning of The Grudge where she goes in an attic, and the girl is right behind her, and you don't see her until you do. And if you know where to look, she's been there the whole time. But when you see her, it makes it scarier that she's been there the whole time. And then also, It Follows. That's another one. It Follows
is great.
And then Hereditary did it a few times too, where there's just something there that you don't really also realize there. I like Hereditary. That was fun.
People. It seems like it's like one of the better horror movies to come out. I also need to see the Witch that was made by the guy who directed The Lighthouse.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that one a lot too.
Yeah. I hear his new movie, The Northman, is pretty good too.
Check it out.
It's Valheim the movie.
I'd seen the glimpses of it. For some reason, I thought it was a series or something. I didn't realize it was a movie.
Oh yeah, and it's by the guy who made The Lighthouse, The Witch.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I think it's that guy.
But yeah, I do love those scares. You know,
yeah, me too. I also love, I don't know, there's like so many good types of spooks, but not the kind that are jump scares. Like pretty much any other kind.
Just straight up jump scares are pretty lame. Feels cheap. Double Rock says The Witch was the one with the goat, right? I didn't like it, but I don't remember why. Yes, the one with the goat. I did like it, but it's weird. I agree. But I thought it was pretty interesting. Fun.
Since I haven't seen it, I cannot confirm anything you guys are saying or speak on the conversation.
Me and Morgan watched it when we first started dating. We watched like exclusively horror movies when we first started dating. I don't know why. It was just they're fun. And anyways, we started to get more comfortable with each other, and I was like, hey, let's watch this. And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, why not? And she's like, well, I don't like scary movies. I'm like, why have you been watching them all this time with me? And she's like, I was just trying to like impress you. And I'm like, you don't, just tell me you don't like scary movies. We can just watch something else.
Yeah, like I like other like you like other movies. Like it's not like, as long as she's not like against you watching horror movies like ever. Like it's.
Oh,
like,
she is. I'm not allowed anymore.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Bubble Rocket says, I think it was kind of over the top and not that scary. I agree. I don't think it was. I never felt like, maybe like, you know, certain things like gave me like an uneasy feeling or, you know, were eerie, but it wasn't like it wasn't something that like I shut it off and I was scared about it anymore. You know, like it was just like a good story, an interesting story to me. But yeah, I didn't feel like terrified by any means.
Just kind of talking about the jump scares one last time. My ex really liked getting jump scared. But like it was a reaction just like I'd never seen for jump scares before. Like she would get jump scared, she'd be like, ah, wee.
Well, it gives you like you get a little like boost of like adrenaline.
Yeah, and she liked it.
I mean, I think like watching scary movies or jump scares or all that stuff, it's kind of the same feel as like a roller coaster. Like you're like, this would normally kill me if this was real, but this is not real.
There is that. I like horror movies for a lot of reasons, but the reason you're describing, I think, is a part of it. Is it's like a roller coaster a little bit. You're like, oh, woo, my emotions, my brain. It's all being taken for a ride.
I get the excitement of a man chasing me with a chainsaw without actually having to be chased by a real guy with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I immerse myself. I you know, that's why people get so mad watching horror movies where you're like, why the fuck are you going in there? It's because you get
Yeah.
you put yourself in their shoes in order to enjoy it.
And then they start breaking that immersion.
They do things you wouldn't do, and you get mad at them.
That's like
Why do they do so many things you wouldn't do?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I've seen one or two horror movies where the main characters act smart and still lose, and the horror movies are so much scarier then because you're like, I would have done that. That's not gonna save me. That's terrible. That's like their what's the name of that movie? Fuck. No Country for Old Men is like almost a horror movie if you imagine like Anton Chigurh chasing you is like the horror movie element, because like the main character and like the main character of that movie is like doing smart shit I wouldn't have even thought of. Like he's like pulling the light bulbs out of his room, he's like blocking like lights from his door under this door and shit like that. Like he's doing like stuff that I'm just like, oh, that's smart. And then like it's still like it's not enough, and I'm like it's terrifying. Still on him. Yeah, still on him like a fucking like hawk.
That's a great one too.
Great movie. I like horror if it's also sad. Thriller rides are okay, but if I'm not emotionally invested in it at all, it has not much staying power, says Balboa Rocket. How do you feel about that? That's kind of like, isn't Black Mass kind of like an emotional horror movie sort of situation? And I still need to watch that and like Haunting at Hill House.
The series?
Yeah.
So the series, what was it? Was it just called Black Mass?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. You have. You're the one who told me to watch it.
I still recommend you watch it.
I do need to still watch it.
It is called. Wait, no, it's not called Black Mass. That's a Johnny Depp movie.
There's like
Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass.
Oh, close.
I liked that a lot. Of all those series that he does, I think that's the one to watch because Haunting on Hill House starts really good and then gets really, really lame at the end, in my opinion. And then what was the next one?
Haunting of Bly Manor.
Bly Manor. I just didn't. Some people loved it, but I wasn't just not interested in that. I tried, and I just fell out of it. Morgan finished it.
Because emotions.
Right. Yeah, it made me feel too many emotions.
Brandon, is it because of emotions?
That's why. Yeah, it's emotions. Yeah. But Midnight Mass was great. I thought that was really fun. Some really cool reveals and stuff. And
would you call that a sad horror?
Yeah, it has some sad stuff in it for sure.
There you go.
It's emotional.
Balboa Rocket, there's your next watch.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
Spoiled a lot of it to you and Austin because I was like, oh, they'll never watch this. I
don't think you told me anything about it.
Okay, good. You forgot. No, I did. I went into it, but clearly it was that forgettable to you. As I was delivering it to you guys, I'm like, wow, I'm doing a bad job pitching this.
Good.
Don't ruin it. And then you guys were all like, eh. And then Red Letter Media was like, it's great. And you're now you're on board.
I was already on board. I was never against it. I just was like, look, it's gonna take me some time. I think at that point I was still watching Frasier.
It could be. Anyways, it's fun. There's some really fun reveals, some cool shots. This is like some genuinely like cool, kind of scary imagery. I liked it.
You liked it. He liked it, folks.
Check it out. There's some cheesiness, but it's fine.
What kind? Brie? Gruyere?
Monterey Jack.
Whoa, jeez, Monterey. Dude, okay. So I thought of two.
Ian is a Red Letter Media shill.
I am a Red Letter Media shill. I thought of two great ideas. One just now and one earlier in the day. The first one is
oh, you're gonna tell me them?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to you. Yeah, I thought it was two great ideas.
Anyways,
moving on. But so the first idea is it's a superhero who fights crime, and he is lactose intolerant, and he is also he's manta ray like superpower based. And his name is Manta Ray Jack. And the second one.
Why?
He's lactose intolerant.
Why is it? Oh.
It's like Batman. And he's just like, I'm lactose intolerant, so can't
Those
eat
things
cheese.
are like a nod
Also-
to each other, but they're so separate.
I don't care. Anyways, number 2
You pitched it as a great idea, and
Number
I feel lied
2
to.
is, so it's the Jackass crew, but we've replaced them with like ancient discoverers and things like that. So it's like,
We're
for
watching,
instance,
like Lewis and Clark, like kicking each other in the balls.
yeah, so it's kind of like Bam Magellan, Johnny,
Oh, wait.
Johnny,
Keep going. Let's see if you have more than one, or if that was all based
I had
on
3
Bam Magellan.
at the time. I had 3. One was based on Johnny Knoxville,
Sacagawea Man.
Johnny Vasco da Gama. Johnny Knox Vasco da Gama.
Did you hear when I said Sacagawea Man?
Sacagawea
didn't
Man is
respond.
pretty. Sacagawea Man is pretty fantastic. That's one I didn't have before. That's pretty good. And then I had one more. Bam Magellan, Johnny Knox Vasco da Gama. And then some with Steve-O, I want to say.
Steve-O Polo.
Yeah, I think that was it. Anyways, and then they're just like, check it out. We're the Jackass, and I'm Johnny Knoxville Vasco da Gama, and I'm gonna get smallpox. And then they just do shit like they would get in if they went exploring in the olden times.
Well, you know, I was uncomfortable watching the newest Jackass because of how old they are, and I feel like those explorers are even older at this point. So I
They
don't know if
are.
that
They're
would be
pretty
good.
wizened.
I feel like they would get hurt really bad doing any kind of stunts.
Yeah. Zone Dog says they brought the smallpox. Yes, but it doesn't exist anymore. So it'd
Yeah,
be
most
weird
of
if
their
they got it now.
Most of their stunts are like just colonialism and
Yeah.
killing natives.
Today we're
It's
gonna
not very
genocide.
fun to watch.
Yeah, no, that would that would not be good. Stuff like, today we're gonna go down this waterfall in a little boat.
I'm sure they did that often.
I'm gonna drink from this random water source and hope it's the fountain of youth.
Now we're getting into fictional explorers.
People looked for the fountain of youth in real life. They didn't find it, obviously, but they looked for it.
How do you know they didn't find it?
Because it's a great point. If you are an explorer and you find the fountain of youth, you just drink it. You don't tell anybody, and then you like carry it. You like bottle up a whole bunch, and then you blend in with like modern day society.
You
and
build a hut around it.
You build an empire.
You lock it down and you sell tickets.
Yeah. Johnny Knox Vasco da Gama. Steve-O Polo's good, and so is Sacagawea Man. Those are pretty solid. I found the fountain of Sonic Youth. I hated it. That's a good one. Have you ever listened to Sonic Youth?
Fountain of Youth, and you hop in and it's just that music just plays, and you get out and there's like vines that you brush away. And it says Sonic. It was like, damn it, the wrong one.
Damn it! It was just noise.
That feels like a shitty like Family Guy joke or something.
That is a shitty Family Guy joke. We should get on the writing board of Family Guy. Hey Lois! Aw, geez, this is worse than that time I found the fountain of youth.
I don't think they need any writers. They probably have that all automated.
Yeah. Those manatees
Computers,
putting in
like, rolling.
overtime.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's right.
Hey Lois! Hey Lois!
Leviathan Den says, how come I'm not longer earning lip point rewards? I don't know.
Turn them off for you. No, I'm kidding. We don't know. That's a weird thing.
Did you reach a maximum? Is there a maximum?
Did you turn on better TV quotes? Because you can turn it on so it automatically clicks that treasure chest that gives you channel points, so you don't even have to like click it. You just get the channel points.
Oh, I thought it did automatically regardless.
You get some automatically, but like there's a little treasure chests, and you can shoot like
I know
if
what
you.
you're talking about. I just didn't think it was. I thought it was just a visual thing. I didn't think it actually mattered.
Oh yeah, no, you get like extra points from those, and if you have better TV on, you automatically get those like clicked in the thing, and you just get like these extra points faster.
What do you know?
Yeah, boy.
I don't know, Leviathan Den.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wish we could help you. We don't.
I'll call Bezos.
I'll
to
call
figure that
Twitch.
out. You have Twitch? Twitch's number?
I think so, but I think it might be like. I think it might be like a burner. They stopped answering a while ago.
Leviathan Den says, "What's better, TV?"
It's like a plugin for Twitch. You can get like extra emotes and has like other functionalities and it's like a plugin to enhance your Twitch viewing experience if you so choose. So Brandon, I'm editing your VR video. I'm gonna make fun of you in my editing, by the way. I just want to let you know.
I assumed you were going to.
Okay.
But feel free.
I just wanted to make sure you're. And it's not gonna be like mean. Just gonna like, if you take a long time to do a puzzle.
Oh god! Just wait till you see today's episode. I literally got stuck on a puzzle for like a half hour.
This is great. I was trying to like I was thinking if you take a very long time to do a puzzle, I'm gonna break out the knowledge and learn how to set like a timer in a video and just time you.
Put like Jeopardy music on or something.
Oh,
yeah. No, you're allowed to make fun of me. That's all right. My ego's too high anyways. I need to be knocked down a little bit.
Gotta be knocked down a few pegs.
Thanks for editing it. I'm excited to see what you do. I've been having fun playing it.
Thank you. I'm
definitely gonna do some more soon, maybe tonight or.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna go over the top with the editing because I want to try and make it rapid fire, but I want it to like be editing practice. So I'm gonna like kind of pull out all the stops and just like kind of go a little wild with it. Might take a while. It might not be like a release anytime soon, but it's kind of nice that it's not on a schedule.
I'll keep recording so you have more content to pull from.
You better. Yeah. If you ever want to learn editing, you know, I stream The Sims all the time. You could always edit my fucking Sims videos. No, it's okay.
I think I have a pretty good handle on editing.
Yeah? What program do you use?
I have used different ones in the past. I used Premiere a lot back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't made anything in a while. I think Premiere is the last thing I've used.
You should.
But I've used Vegas. I've used Premiere.
Pick up DaVinci and give it a shot. It's really nice.
Oh, it definitely like next thing I edit will be DaVinci for sure.
Yeah, it's actually I would honestly say it's better than Premiere, because Premiere has this issue where like you'll load like video into it, and then if you like want to watch it in like the timeline, you have to render it all first. So like it's like press enter and then like wait 20 minutes while Premiere like scans through the video again. You drop the shit in DaVinci, you just watch it, you just do it.
I haven't edited anything in probably a little over a year, and when I last did it, I didn't know DaVinci existed. So I definitely will go to that next time.
Yeah.
But I've done a lot of video editing in my life.
You have, I mean, you making music used to be like your thing.
Videos. You said music.
Did I say music? I meant to say, sorry, Leviathan. I just noticed Leviathan Den's talking about music in the chat.
Yeah. Wants to link to that beat. Is this beat gonna be on your?
I don't know. I don't know what we're listening to. I can't hear it. I don't know what we're hearing. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't have our monitor on.
Yeah, we can't hear the music that we're playing. Is it still
playing right now? Let me see.
I think you have 14 seconds left. You might not have time if there's a ad on Twitch.
I was trying to listen, but it's just too many voices. I was getting confused.
So sorry. It's over.
It's all right. Oh no.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well.
Belbo Rocket says, I literally hope Ian does a sim stream every day. It's been weeks. Yeah, where is that stream?
I did a sim
Where's
stream for like an hour and a half recently.
Weeks ago?
No, like a day ago. Like on Saturday.
You missed it, Izzy. You missed your chance.
Yep, that's it. No more. No, I'm gonna do some more soon too. I actually want to start doing Doom again soon too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start playing
Doom
those.
is next?
Well, I downloaded a bunch of custom like the Doom Steam version of the original Doom games has like all these fancy like custom packs that you can like download in it because of like the way they would like re-release the classic Doom for Steam. And they did that in celebration of Doom Eternal coming out. So now you can like what I did was I downloaded all these extra custom campaigns. I don't think
She's mad that she missed it.
No, I think she's mad that I'm going to be playing Doom again. So yeah, so I downloaded these custom Doom packs that they have in the launcher now, and so I'm going to try some of those out.
Nice.
I'm not going to have the hard rules that I had for my earlier Doom streams where I was like,
super hardcore this time.
no, because I've never played these packs before, so who knows what's like in them. And you know, just no more heartache like that. It was tough. Those were frustrating streams. I was having a good time. I did. I had fun, but I did put myself through the ringer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fiddle around with. I mean, I obviously haven't been streaming much until just recently. Personally, but I'm thinking I'm gonna fiddle around with different VR stuff. There's a bunch of almost all the recent Resident Evils have been modded, so you can play them in VR. I think that would be fun.
I would love to see that. What about Resident Evil 5?
No, but that'd be cool.
I mean, Resident Evil 5's co-op only. We could play co-op together on that sometime for like a drop
I'm so
bizzle.
down. Let's do it. Is that 5 or 6?
5. 6 I think also has co-op in it, but 5 was the one that was like, you know, hey, we're going to Africa, we're gonna shoot a bunch of people.
Well loved.
No, 6 was hated, reviled. 5 was terrible too. I mean, in my opinion, I didn't like 5 very much.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan, but yeah, I'd be down to play that on the stream. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And we were gonna start playing Wildlands at some point whenever you're interested.
Yes. I need to make a new
puppet.
critter. Or we need to adopt a new critter. I need to make new puppets for Wildlands. I got stuff on my plate I gotta do. I need to make a to-do. Like I made a to-do list this weekend and I followed it and I stuck to it and it worked. But I just was like, I didn't know what else to add to my to-do list. So I just gotta add some of these things to my to-do list if I can remember them.
Do it. Ian, are you done with this drawing?
Yeah, I'm emotionally over it.
Okay. You say that every time.
I do.
Not the question I asked, but that's fair.
That's how I feel. That's when I'm done with every drawing, is when emotionally I am just done with it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, how about we take... I could use the bathroom. How about we take a quick, like, 5-minute break?
That's great. I wanted to do that too. I need to
3
refill
to
my
5.
water.
Cool. Well, we're gonna do that. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, come on! We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I missed everybody.
I was abducted by aliens since we were gone, so if I acted a little weird, I'm sorry.
Quick.
Yeah.
Do you have some way to suspend time, or was it like a quick abduction?
Very efficient. Just very efficient.
They get the probes in and out.
Oh yeah.
Barely know what happened.
Barely felt it.
Huh. That's nice.
It's kind of like how shots used to be, like way back in the day. And then like you get like the vaccine now, and it's like you get like someone like presses like a piece of plastic against your arm that feels like a Lego, and then like that's it, and that's like a
and
you got
like, you actually gave it to me, right?
That's a shot. You gave me? Did you just give me a shot? Like it didn't feel like anything.
If I found out you didn't actually give it to me,
I'm so pissed.
Hell to pay.
Yeah.
All right, so we were gonna do some rapid fire prompts like we did last week.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was fun.
If you'd like to draw along, and we hope you do, feel free to post them in the Discord. If you're not able to get them done as quick, that's fine. Just post them whenever, and we'll show them off because we love it.
We love it so much.
We love it.
I don't think Nightbot's working because
yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Nightbot went night night.
Back to hell, demon!
Nice sword.
I love those, but I feel like the context for half the people in the audience is like, what is that?
Yeah.
We kind of went over it a little bit.
We went over a little bit, but once we get those I mean, you don't need to have context for random animations to interrupt the show.
That's true.
It's my opinion, at least.
All right, do you want to do the first prompt or shall I?
Well, click on random whatever you're clicking on yet, and then tell me what you get, and I'll tell you what I get, and maybe we'll combine them and get a better thing.
I got one of them.
You got one that you
wanted?
wanted?
Through until I found one that I think is fun.
Oh, okay. Well, I got Impractical Armor, which I thought sounded fun. So.
Okay. You want to do yours first? Let's do that. Practical Armor.
Impractical Armor.
Do we start? You put the timer up.
Almost forgot about the timer. All right, ready? And go. Oh, you don't have to write it.
Fine. Last time I do anything for the good of the show. All right, let's go.
Zone Dog says. Sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead.
What was it? Zone Dog says on True TV, and are they talking about like the better the Twitch?
He's talking about Impractical Jokers.
Oh, I see. You watch that show?
No.
I don't either.
Not to like shit on it. I don't know.
No, yeah, it seems like a fun show.
But I feel like it'd be better if we didn't understand Austin's joke, so he didn't get any satisfaction from it. Unfortunately, I knew what
That would be the most frustrating show, is if like people kept just like typing into the chat with like references, and then just like, what? I don't get it.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
What are you saying? Anyway, there's an accident on the freeway.
Is your show like a helicopter show?
No, it's just
Dog says they're unsubbing because we didn't appreciate it.
Wait, we did appreciate it.
Yes. Speak for yourself. Just because I understood it doesn't mean I appreciated it.
You laughed at it. I heard you laugh.
There's like a different kind of laughter of being like, haha, good joke. But there's like a
Are you saying that there's a difference between a laughter of funny and a laughter of recognition?
I'm saying there's a laughter when someone like a groan, almost equivalent of like.
That's a groan.
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not. And it's funny that you would do that, but the joke itself, it's funny because it's bad, not funny. You know, it's a bad joke, so it's funny. It's like a dad joke type thing. You know?
So, but that's a groan. That's not a laugh. Or are you talking about a graph where you're like, What are you on about? No, I'm just kidding. I know what you're talking about. Austin, you can unsub if you'd like. You know, we're not gonna tell people that we need their money.
Austin, please don't unsub. I need your money.
We do need your money though. Please don't unsub. We are running out of time fast on this. I'm almost wondering if we should bump up. You're good? Okay.
Nah, minute 45 is enough for me to finish the stupid thing I'm playing.
Okay. I think I should be good enough on mine too. Well, do you want to like keep doing these quick drawings, or do you want to get something that's like slightly more substantial in?
Oh, if we're gonna do something more substantial, yeah, more time. But
well, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. What's fun? Do you think, as a viewer, they would appreciate something that's more like colored and?
I don't know. I guess they're actually in the chat. We could ask them. Like for once, we actually have people in the chat. We could. So, folks, I'm going to pose the question to you.
Do you want us to have more time on the clock? Or are you good with
5-minute quickies or 10-minute decenties?
Den wants to unsubscribe too. Oh no, it's created a chain reaction. We've lost 100% of our subscribers.
Go on, we don't need ya. I'm kidding. We need you. We need you really bad. No one else watches something. I want to speak to the DrawBomb. Who is the DrawBomb manager? Do you know the password to the email?
We have 5 seconds left.
No, we are out of time.
Oh, gotcha. I was watching the stream. I could guess, but no, I don't think I do. But I know the password to the Twitch.
So we're both kind of the manager.
And the Twitch payments go to my account. So
that's true. So you're in charge of payroll.
So every 6 months when we get that $100, I could get in a van and drive to Mexico, and you'd never catch me.
I'd be so mad. Bell Rocket says 10 minutes decenty. Leviathan Dent says 2 minute of trying to pull through. So I think we should throw like maybe 1 or 2 at the end of those at the end. But we could do some 10-minute decenties.
All right, sounds good. We have 30 minutes left of the show anyways, or 40 if we go a little over.
Let's do it. I mean, we always start a little late.
I like your impractical armor. It seems like it would not protect.
No, that's the impractical part about it.
Mine might protect you, but it's just not the most functional choice.
I like it. Gives me very Marvin the Martian vibes. Like I imagine it has the same voice as Marvin the Martian. It's just like, hello, you puny human. Oh dear, this is not Earth. All
right, so the prompt I had, I don't know if it's worth a 10-minute one or not. You can tell me, but it was an angel wolf. I can find a different one if not, but I would.
How is that not worth 10 minutes? That's worth like 50.
I have an angel wolf tattooed on my lower back, so I'm just going to get inspiration from that. I've never seen it on account of it being back there.
The angel wolf tattoo?
I hear it's great. Yeah.
You've never seen your own tattoo. Could you imagine?
It's on my lower back. How can you even see it? How do you do it?
Well, we did do a comic where somebody had a tattoo on their back that they were not aware of.
Well, the one with the tattoo was aware of it.
That's true. One was aware of it. The other one, not so much.
The muse, the tattoo was of a person.
I got it mixed around.
You did.
We were talking about potentially. Do we give away DrawBomb secrets yet, or I'm sorry, waterlog secrets yet? Are we still?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's not. We could always go back to it someday.
That's true. All right, Angel Wolf.
Angel Wolf. Should we just hide these? Like, should we make these dudes invisible? Kind of cramping my Angel Wolf that I want to draw for 10 minutes.
You could shrink them way down.
All right.
Or should we just hide them?
Let's just hide them. I mean,
Okay.
Lord knows I got layers.
Hide chaps 1.
Done did. I gotta do that on the other, the other one now. I just realized. On the actual screen.
Angel Wolf.
You know what? Don't worry. I'm not gonna do it this way.
When can I start drawing my Angel Wolf?
When I'm done deleting the things from the fucking thing. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Setting the timer. 10 minutes. Starting now.
Austin says, I found a line of Angel Wolf on the coffee table this morning. That's the good shit.
I don't get it.
I think he's saying it's like angel dust or something.
That was my assumption, but I wasn't sure.
So I
Angel
said,
Wolf.
it's the good shit.
It's the good shit. Oh, that's what made me think it was the angel dust, but I was like computing.
I could be wrong.
I don't know. I was computing. I was like, wait. I'm just not on Austin's wavelength today. I don't know what's going on. That man speaks in riddles. That's right. He's a traveler of the high seas of the imagination. A paraglider on vernacular and diction.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't we watch a movie, not the Steven Seagal one, there was nothing to really talk about with that one, but didn't we watch a movie recently? Did we? Did we not? Did we?
I thought we did. What did we watch?
Not the Steven Seagal one, that one, like, was barely a movie.
Did we watch something? What did
I
we
don't
watch?
know! Maybe it's been a while since we've done a movie night.
I guess that means we need to.
Yeah. Shit, I gotta learn how to draw wolves.
Just look towards your inner wolf. You see, I was raised by wolves, so this comes naturally.
Like really scat?
Dick Wolf raised me. He wasn't around very much. He was always writing procedural dramas.
He was always with the police, getting the stories.
I wonder if Dick Wolf is real or if he's like an algorithm of just like writes these stories.
I don't know. His name just feels like so parodyable. Like there's no way that's his real name. I mean, Dick isn't his real name. His real name is Richard.
I'm hoping it's a choice he made, and
It's clearly a choice if he goes by Dick Wolf, because his name's Richard.
well, but Dick is a nickname for Richard.
Yeah. But he chose to go by in the credits Dick. Like he could have gone by Richard Wolf, but he went by Dick.
Okay. Well,
It is a
I agree
choice.
with that part. But I mean, it's a common nickname for his name.
It is.
And called Dick his whole life.
And he decided to, like, when he made a pen name, which some people's pen names are entirely different from their regular name.
Right.
Said Dick Wolf.
I think he made the right choice.
I'm not shaming him for it. I'm just saying it was a choice.
If your name is Dick Wolf, you either spend your life being made fun of for it, or you like treat it like you're some badass named Dick Wolf.
Do you think his name is actually Dick Wolf though?
I don't know. It's weird enough that I would imagine it might be real. It's just like a strange thing to choose, like from nothing.
I don't know.
Belbo or Zone Dog says his daughter is a culinary influencer.
Dick Wolf's daughter?
Apparently.
That's things I didn't know before just now.
Yeah. I also just learned that.
Dude, let's go to her like page and then rate her on her looks. No. I am curious though, like what Dick Wolf's daughter does look like, just because I'm curious, like, that gives some sort
Dick
of.
Wolf looks like.
You want? Well, yeah. I'm curious what Dick Wolf's daughter looks like because it gives me a gateway into what Dick Wolf looks like. Even though I could just Google Dick Wolf, I'm sure, and find a picture of him.
Yeah, I'm sure that answer is very accessible.
Yeah. What do you think he looks like?
Old. I imagine he looks kind of normal. Maybe like, no facial hair, big. He's got like white hair, glasses, old. I know these are basic things, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it in more detail, is what I think. What do you think he looks like?
I imagine, like, take a guy who's like doesn't have a lot of hair. Maybe he's like gingery hair color. And then you put like 80 years of gravity on his face.
Our time's flying. We're down to 3 minutes, by the way.
I know, I was just thinking like your wolf is it's just not coming along very far.
Oh, I'm gonna get my wolf done.
Alright. I guess all dogs do go to heaven.
They only go to heaven for a small portion of that film. They're in hell a lot of it, aren't they? They're back on Earth.
It'd be funny if they met Bill and Ted when they were in hell.
Did you ever watch that movie? All Dogs
Which
Go to
one?
Heaven?
All dogs go to heaven?
Yeah.
No. Actually, I haven't seen it.
I watched it a lot as a kid. It's a really fucking weird movie.
I believe it.
There's like animation that was coming out when like Disney was like really in its height, like for 2D animation, like all the other cartoons that came out for kids just did like weird shit. I don't know how to describe it more than that, but like they would like,
I mean,
weird.
I feel like that.
Stuff. Disney did too, but
I feel like that was like sort of the same era that like that We're Back movie came out, where it's like these
that's another one
dinosaurs.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen We're Back. I just haven't seen All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah, it's weird. Dogs, they go to heaven. They're like part of some weird like mob thing, and then they bail on heaven, and then they're like hanging out with an orphan, and then there's a scene where there's an alligator musical scene,
on TV tropes, they actually had a trope named after that.
Based on that scene, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a minute and a half left. And my drawing looks like the 5-minute ones.
Mine does too. This thing does not look like a wolf.
If I colored it, it would look more wolf-like. But I ran out of time.
I mean, yeah, wolves are kind of just like dogs.
Yeah. In fact,
dogs that you should not try to pet.
Biologically, they're like almost the same.
Yeah. We just train them into inferior beings so that we wouldn't get murdered by them if they got mad.
Right. Time's up!
Time's up. Can I just finish my left wing?
Mm-mm. Yeah,
too bad.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Alright, I didn't finish my other, he does look like he's about to strum a guitar. I didn't finish my other band of eyeballs.
That is like pretty classic Angel stuff.
Yeah.
That weird shit.
And the flame wings. I like your dog. I like your dog. I like your lines. I like the line quality you got going on there.
Oh, thanks.
So Wilkes.
Those are my Dick Wolf lines. My lines
I think they call those veins.
They're my Angel Wolf lines. Did lines of Angel Wolf on the coffee table this morning.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah.
No, it's a wolf. All right. Should we?
I just want to. All dogs are canines, but not all are K10s. Okay. I feel like I just did ketamine.
K10.
Ketamine. I'm scrolling through random prompts again until I get a good one.
I thought it was funny how I was watching some of the Evil Dead people playing on Twitch, and the thing you upgrade is called Pink F, correct?
Correct.
Now that's from the show, and it's like, I forget what it is. It's like vodka. It's like ketamine mixed with like juice, and they call it Pink Fuck, and they have it at the bar when they're trying to do like a fundraiser. And they like throw this party. But I like that that's the upgrade thing.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
When you pick it up,
Grubsky in the chat says,
ooh.
"Hey, is this the Joe Rogan podcast I've been hearing so much about?"
That's right. Make sure you do a lot of DMT. Ivermectin. I have as much hair as Joe Rogan does.
There you go.
Yep.
Boy. No, Spotify has not called us back yet.
No, they have not. We've called them so many times.
Left a lot of messages.
Yeah. We're trying. Lord help us.
Grubsky says, I eat ivermectin 3 times a day. And how many times have you gotten COVID? 0, I bet.
Bada
and
bing.
all your worms are taken care of as well. So, 2 birds, 1 ivermectin.
I saw that movie. I saw that video. Have you found a good prompt yet?
I have not.
Me neither.
This one was mine. Okay. If anybody has a very, very unhappy cat is one, but let me keep looking.
I found one that says a tribal mask, but like so we don't be like culturally weird? What if we just
Yeah,
did like
that's
cool
it.
masks?
My first drawing was a cool mask.
Ah, shit. Keep going. I also saw eyeball tree and I was like, oh, cool. But I just drew like a big eyeball thing and I'm just like, I didn't want to
Sure.
fucking retread old ground.
We're gonna find something. You just wait.
Give us a second, everybody. Jeez. Oh.
Anybody has any
impatient.
prompts? You know, we could draw those too. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, we're looking.
We're looking. Got power suit twice.
Cyborg Minotaur. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. Very detail heavy.
Zone Dog says ice cream people.
I like
I'll draw
that.
that. There it is, ice cream people.
All right.
Are you hiding this drawing?
Yeah, so we're gonna hide layer 2 now.
Oh, now we're drawing ice cream people.
All right, we're starting the time. We're ready.
Ready.
Get set. Jet set. Radio.
I love ice cream.
2. Do you like Ben and Jerry's?
I do.
Good. You're a normal person. They're the best ice cream. That's not true, but they're damn good ice cream. They have good flavors. What's your favorite Ben and Jerry's flavor?
I'm gonna ask my question first. Do you prefer? I say that even though you already asked yours. Do you prefer ice cream in a cone or in a bowl?
Oh, good question. Here's the thing. I love the cone experience, especially if it's like a coated in with chocolate inside cone, you know?
Oh, that's a fancy cone.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. The cone is a tougher. I want to have a sink nearby if I'm gonna do the cone, and I gotta be okay with losing some ice cream because it's gonna happen.
You just gotta eat that ice cream quick enough and strategically. You have to look for weak points in the ice cream and focus your attention there.
That's true, but a bowl then, like, you know, it's not a race against time. It's like a bowl is more relaxed, but a cone is a better experience. It's like the difference between eating your Chinese food with like chopsticks or a fork, you know, like the chopsticks are the way to go, but it's like a thing you have to sort of get your brain ready for, you know?
Yes. You have to prepare yourself for the cone. Zone Dog says, hot take, best ice cream is hard shell popsicles.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good choice.
Oh, you're talking like ice cream with like a chocolate shell.
He's talking like those popsicles that have like the hard outer shell that you like, you know?
That is it a popsicle or is it like ice cream on the side?
It's you know, it's like a popsicle, but like once you bite through the chocolate shell, it's ice cream on the inside.
Okay, yeah, well that's okay. I'm just making sure we're not talking about like fruit. Like,
No,
that's
those
what I think of when I
chocolate
hear
shell
popsicle. I don't-
popsicles.
Just anything on a stick anything that's frozen on a stick does not become a popsicle.
Yeah, but those chocolate
Ice cream on a stick.
You know those chocolate shell popsicles we're talking about?
Sorry, I'm being difficult here, but
Well, do you know, like, I'm just saying, do you know the chocolate shell popsicles that we are referring to?
yes.
So you can ascertain the ice cream nature of the thing.
I will
Right?
say, at first I was wondering if there was this weird thing I had never heard of, some kind of popsicle with a shell on it, and that's why I was making sure. But if you're asking if language is doing its purpose, and I know what you're talking about, kind of.
No, I'm just saying, you're like, you know, what kind of popsicle is this? And I'm like, you know, the hard shelled, like, with the chocolate popsicles, like with the ice cream inside.
I know. Okay, good. There's people in the chat that are on my side here.
Oh.
It's not a popsicle.
That's not fair. It's not exactly.
I was feeling gaslit by this popsicle talk here.
I didn't know that we were. I didn't know that we were arguing over the use of the word popsicle. I thought we were.
Oh, that's what I was. That was what I was upset
Okay.
about. Yes.
I understand what's happening now.
And I thought you were being facetious about it.
No, I just was referring to them as popsicles. I guess there is a better term for them. Grefsky says it's called a chocolate sundae crunch bar, you amateur. And I like how he put like he wrote it's called and then he hit enter so that it put into the chat and then he typed the name of it. So it's like, it's called. It's like a breath.
Preparing you for it.
Yeah. I think they are called bars. I think, yeah. I am now deleting my Twitch account in shame. Well, he's committing Twitch seppuku.
I'm gonna shove a samurai sword into my router. Favorite Ben & Jerry's? I don't know the answer to that. I don't eat it enough that I have like. I'm trying to think if I can. I like more like the chocolate ones than like the fruit ones.
Mm.
What's your favorite? Do you have one?
You know, I have a couple. I like the fruit ones first of all. Oh, also we just got a hydrate redemption 3 times.
Oh.
So take 3 big gulps.
Yes. Boy, I'm hydrated now.
But I there was a period of my life where I was eating Ben & Jerry's pretty much like every day. Like a new
I
one.
also had time like that at one point.
Yeah. So I've
Sure,
pretty
yeah,
experienced with the flavors of the B and the J.
The
And
flavors of the BJ.
yeah, the BJ flavors, and I like them all. They're great flavors. The BJs have great flavors to them. But I'm a big fan of like the Tonight Dough, like the Stephen Colbert and the Jimmy Fallon flavors. Those are both really good ones.
I like the Stephen Colbert one. That one's like Americone Dream or something like that.
Yeah, that one's good, and the Jimmy Fallon one I think is really good too.
I used to love cookie dough ice cream, and now it's really not my first choice ever anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. I like the Coffee Toffee Crunch because those Toffee Crunch parts are so
What
good.
about the coffee part?
Oh, that's great too. I mean, I fucking love coffee ice cream. I want coffee ice cream now really badly. And then I'm a big fan of Chunky Monkey. Can't go wrong. Cherry Garcia. I mean, they're just all so good. There's like a mint one that's really good. There's also like those ones that have the cores, you know, where it's like
I've never had the Coors ones, but I've seen those. I like
good.
the one, I forget what it's called. It's like something like, it's like a chocolate one. It's called like everything but or something.
Yeah, that one's good too. I forgot about that one. That one's great. Grepsky says, okay, but have you ever had gelato?
Yes.
I love gelato. Now, so you know Rita's Italian
Gelato at
Ice.
work. What'd you say about Italian?
You know, like Rita's Italian Ice, right? Like, or just Italian Ice in
Yes.
general.
Yes.
I like their mistos.
I don't know if I've had that.
Rita's Italian Ice.
So like, where is this place?
Rita's Italian Ice.
Are you saying it like you think it's something that
It's a
is in every
chain.
state? I don't think it exists here.
Oh wow! Next time you're in Philly, I'm gonna have to take you to Rita's Italian Ice.
Grepsky, you're from Michigan. Does that, not to dox you, but you're from Michigan. Hey everyone, here's his address. Anyways, have you heard of this Italian ice place that he's speaking of?
Broski said, okay, I had to look up Italian ice.
Well, I know what Italian ice is, but I've never heard of that chain.
I mean, they're in the East Coast. They're in Pennsylvania, at least. I assumed they were a little bit more common. But they're just like, they're an Italian ice place, but like they also offer other things like pretzels. And other such things. They have one thing called mistos, which are basically they take vanilla ice cream, or like vanilla something, like the vanilla gelato, and then they like mix it in with like Italian ice of like whatever flavor you want. So then you're basically drinking like a sugary flavor, like Italian. It's like drinking like a shake, but it's like an Italian ice sort of situation. It's delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. It's custard. It's made with custard. So like they take vanilla or chocolate custard if you choose, but it's vanilla custard mixed in with like the flavor of Italian ice or whatever that you like want.
Over here we have Culver's, and that's custard shakes that are pretty popular, but I'm assuming that's an over here thing.
Yeah, so like read Italian ice, they do Italian ice pretzels, and like those custard shakes, they essentially do those here, but at Rita's they're called mistos. And you can do it with chocolate too if that's the flavor you want with that particular flavor.
Let's see.
We have a lot of chat to catch up with. I also didn't finish my ice cream at all, but
Are we out of time?
we are out of time.
Oh shit.
Sorry, I should have. I forgot. I guess you can't hear the
It's okay.
little.
I didn't. No, I normally can hear it. I just must have ignored it.
Okay. I just real quick gotta catch up
Finished.
on one thing real quick. Indicate how much I hate popsicles. They're so inconvenient when you get to the bottom. Stick is in the way and it's like starting to melt at that point. That is true. I do agree with that. Popsicles are fun because of the colors and because it makes you think of summertime. That's mainly it.
Popsicles?
I like popsicles, but like they are.
Oh, I thought somebody. Oh, Grabsky hates popsicles. Okay.
Yeah. How about popsicle with fun dip model? I like that idea. Sharks. I would like $500 million for my 2% of my company.
Have you ever had the popsicles that are like, it's like got actual like kind of like fruit chunks in it instead of just being like frozen Kool-Aid?
I haven't had
really
them,
good.
but I have heard of those and I want them.
Those are good. I'm sure they're more expensive to make, but that's what popsicles should be.
I would love to have some of those. Zach and I got pretzels from Rita's yesterday. Was great. Hey, Bell Rocket, I will pay you money to get me a mango misto or a blueberry misto, whichever they have in stock, with vanilla custard from Rita's next time you go.
Okay, so I'm looking at your ice cream guy here. Obviously, he fears the sun, as most ice cream people would. What are is it just different like flavors? I was curious about the color choices.
Yeah, the cone broke, and now his cherry ice cream is falling out at the bottom.
Got it. Yeah, both these guys are having a bad time.
Yeah. Well, those are some requests. I guess we should do 2.5 minute requests, like Leviathan Den.
Sure.
One
we can
out
do
of
one
us?
or two, and then we can do our plugs and finish her up.
Yeah.
If anybody has any prompts, let us know. Otherwise, we'll look something up.
I just got a steampunk style bazooka.
Okay. We got Little Troll Girl.
Interesting.
Bell Rock says, Ian, why is yours bleeding? Well, because the cone is broken.
His cherry ice cream's falling out.
Some kids, I remember kids when I was younger, like someone being like psycho and like get a fresh ice cream cone, like biting off the bottom of the cone immediately.
And just like slurping
Create
the
a
ice
funnel.
cream. Yeah.
But this seems like a chaotic way to eat ice cream.
It's like, here's the thing. It's not a bad way to eat ice cream, but you can't. It's like a beer bong where like you have to kind of finish the beer, or else the beer bong, it becomes an issue, you know?
Yeah, you have to commit to this new way of eating the ice cream. You can't be like, never mind. That was
Yeah.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
I learned that the hard way as a kid. I saw it in like a TV show, and I was like, I'm gonna do that next time I get an ice cream cone. And I did. And
I got a prompt that says a tree vampire, but I think that's just like
a chainsaw.
a beaver or a woodpecker, right? Well, they're not eating the tree.
I want to do tree vampire, but I can't think of anything clever.
In the meantime, while we look for this, Ian, do you have anything to plug?
You know,
Or am I
Brandon.
jumping the gun here?
No, it's okay. I was just hitting the button. You know, it's still too far off to really plug the album yet. But it's
But the
coming,
work is
folks.
done.
The work is done.
Now it's the waiting game.
Yeah, so just literally waiting. I sent some pitches to SoundCloud and to Spotify to say, hey, y'all want to promote?
Not to interrupt, but Zone Dog has a prompt that I actually think would be fun. He says, inverted ice cream people, so people ice cream.
Wait,
Yeah, just, you gotta really rethink the wheel here.
so it's like they're eating, if the ice cream people were eating the version of ice cream, but it's us?
It could be that. It could be whatever your brain thinks the opposite of ice cream people is. People ice cream.
Okay, but it's gonna be horrifying.
Doesn't have to be. I have a fun idea in mind.
I have the idea in my head, and it's the idea that happened, and I have to curse the world with it, and I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll draw people ice cream now.
So you're gonna draw and guess 2 and 1?
Sure. I mean, I only need one because if we're doing this in 2.5 minutes, I probably don't have time to color it.
Yes. I gotta hide these prompts on the.
I'm just gonna leave them this time. I'm just gonna draw over here.
That's so little room.
Well, fine, I'll hide it then. Alright, it's all hidden.
Okay,
I'm drawing guess 2 and 1.
here you go. I'm
Anyways,
drawing on-
you were talking about your album.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not gonna come out for a while. June 21st. It's not for a while. That's it.
Wow, sounds great. Can't wait to hear that.
It's 2.5, or it's not 2.5. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes of music. Fucking, it's coming out. Let me get the timer going.
Oh, sorry. Oh, stop. Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of the songs we do play during the show.
Yes.
So if you like the music on the show, boy, you're gonna be tickled pink when
Timer
this
starting.
album comes out.
Yeah. Timer started. But what about you, Brandon? Do you have anything you would like to plug?
Nothing to blues really. I do have a Twitch stream that I do right now called DrawBomb. It's on right now.
Whoa.
So watch it now. But that's about it at the moment. I've been doing some commissions lately, but no real projects for myself or anything in a minute. I should do some.
You should.
They're fun.
You should. You know about Lee Thompson's festival that he's working on, right?
I do. I vaguely. I haven't really looked into it that much. I should.
You should see if you can get like an animation.
Yeah, I'll look into that. I talked to him a little bit, but I haven't really looked too much into it yet, so I should check that out.
So yeah, guys, that's what we've got going on. Nothing. You can check out nothing from Brandon, and from me, you can check out nothing yet.
Go follow my Instagram. I post work there all the time. But other than
It's
that,
true.
nothing really.
I did drop the album artwork for the album that's coming out.
I like that album artwork you did.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I made it in a very small amount of time compared to other drawings I have done.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
When you make something that you're like happy with and it goes pretty quick. I feel like it happens more when I'm making my own stuff because I get too inside my head for my own shit.
I think when I was drawing,
Or for other people's shit, I mean.
yeah, no, I feel you though. Like when you're drawing stuff for other people, you're like, I want this to be done right. When I was drawing that drawing though, like the sketching process, I did like a whole different process than I'm used to. And I kind of liked it, and it kind of helped me keep loose. And I want to try and replicate that for the next time I do a drawing. I feel like that was vital.
Yeah, I think it's good to kind of like rethink your style every once in a while.
Yeah. Timer's up, by the way.
Okay, I'm done. Yours is disgusting. Mine kind of is too.
Yours is kind of cute though.
Oh, Bell Rocket says, Brandon, would you draw a tattoo for me? I just did. So feel free to use that. Ice Cream Man. No, but yes, sure, I'll draw something for you if you want.
Zone Dog says to hydrate. I was already thirsty, so I just took my drink.
Oh, I'll have some too.
Drink your water. Oh, he's really going for it.
Oh, you're still on?
Oh boy,
Well,
well,
I feel hydrated now.
that's how committed to hydration we are here at DrawBomb. Is
I drink water every day, but only because people spend points.
we'll drink water if you spend points on us.
And if you don't, we'll die of dehydration. Real quick before we go. Oh, Ian already disappeared.
I dropped my pen. I'm back.
There he is. Ian, I don't understand what I'm looking at, says Bell Rocket. So feel free to go into explanation on your people ice cream. I think it's pretty clear.
It's a big pile of people. It's
In an ice cream cone.
It's like mashed wet people into a scoop of ice cream into a cone. Bunch of arms and legs sticking out and like deformed faces in it. I don't know why I went to a dark place. For my Dark Souls fans out there,
Yeah.
imagine New Londo, but like they took the big piles of wet bodies and I put them into an ice cream cone.
I like that the cone, nothing grotesque about the cone. It's just like a nice,
It's just a cone.
clean cone.
Yeah. Wow, that's another one in the bag, I think.
That was a good one. I had fun.
Yeah. We had a good time.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Bell Rocket, Zone Dog, Leviathan Den, Grepsky, and was that it?
Zone Dog, did we say that already?
Yes.
Xenu's popped in.
Xenuts was there in the beginning.
Yeah.
We love you all. Thanks for
Love you
joining
all. Thank you so much for joining us. I just said exactly what you said.
us. But you did it so much better.
Yeah.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
I have the gravita that you're missing.
Gosh, I need to work on it.
Give me your best Bruce Campbell.
No.
Bye!